All right, hey rebels. Hey guys. Okay. I'm just going into my group really quickly. Awesome. Make sure we're live. Here we are. So pumped. Say hi. Say hello as you join. I'm just going to pull this up so I can see questions as they come in. Really excited to talk with you guys. Hi, Melanie. Awesome. Good to have you. Say hello. All right. All's good. Okay, I just want to make sure everything's working in the group. Everybody can hear and see me good. We're having a little bit of tech issues today. Well, not tech issues, but we have renovation happening at the house. Hi, Laura. Good to have you. We have a little renovation happening at the house, and so my internet connection's been a little wonky, and so we're improvising here. So I'm on my phone today instead of my desktop, but that's okay. All right, you guys can hear and see me good. I'm really excited. Hopefully people will start to join. I just sent like this last minute email because I just literally, like right now, got really inspired to go ahead. Sorry guys, I just want to try to move this up a little bit. I just got really inspired this last minute here to like go live and share something really, really awesome with you guys. All right, cool. Hello, Julie. Okay. So if you guys have questions, you could drop them below. I have my desktop pulled up so I can watch for those. Okay, so here's what I want to share with you guys. This is what I want to kind of riff on just a little bit. Why you might feel like you're doing hashtag all the things, Facebook Lives, emails, social posts, challenges, webinars, like whatever it might be for you. Let's just hashtag all the things, and yet you're not getting cash results, right? So maybe, hi Marie, maybe you feel like you're doing the things, but like you're not seeing money. You're not seeing a result from the things, okay? That is what I want to talk about today. And I want to share with you, hi Monica, I want to share why this could be happening, and so that you can fill those gaps and stop doing it or fix the problem so that this does not continue to happen, right? Because at the end of the day, I want you guys to see a cash result from everything that you're doing. And that doesn't mean that I want you to be so attached that everything you do must produce a cash result, but I want your efforts to pay off so you have consistent income, so that you see a consistent flow of cash coming in the door. Here's what I know should not be happening. Wow, hi from an Irish girl in the UK. Welcome, Marie. Awesome. So good to have you. Here's the thing. I love it when amazing women come together from across the globe. It's so powerful. So good to have you guys here. So when you are putting out effort in your business and you're doing the things and you're doing the work and you're showing up and you're giving the value and you're doing the things that you feel you should be doing in your business, right? You should have consistent income, period. Okay? This is not hard. This isn't a hard thing to do. It doesn't need to take forever. You don't need to have a certain level of experience or education or websites or sales pages or systems in place. You don't need that stuff to produce cash results at the end of your day. Okay? So I want to talk a little bit about why. I'm actually going to go over 6 things. 6 reasons of why this could be happening to you, because here's the truth. I spent probably 3 years or so at the beginning of my business doing all the things, and I was flat broke. I was burnt out. I was confused, overwhelmed. I was exhausted. I was working 60, 70 hours a week, completely sacrificed my health, my family, just life in general, and I was still broke. Still broke at the end of the day. I was very lucky to even make $2,000 a month when I was pulling those 60, 70 hours a week. So believe me when I tell you, I've been there. I have done that several times. And I'm going to share with you what showed up for me, what my gaps were, what the problem was, and what I needed to shift so that the things that I started to do produced a result in my business. Okay. So the first thing, okay, is that you're doing things for the sake of doing things. meaning that you're doing all the things so that you can say that you did all the damn things, right? I have clients that come in my programs all the time. They come in my Unleashed group program, my group coaching program. It's a 6-month group program, Unleashed. They come in there. They come in my mastermind. They come in my one-on-one. They take my courses. They come into my community, and they say it all the time. And I went live today. I posted in Facebook groups today. I emailed my list today. I showed up and I did this today. I still don't have a client. Here's the thing. When you're doing things for the sake of saying that you've done them, you have no inspiration behind the action that you're taking, meaning that it wasn't an inspired idea. It wasn't a creative idea. It's not an extension of you. It's not something you felt aligned with and absolutely had to get out of your bones because it was just there and it needed to be done. You know, like those nights when you're trying to go to sleep and you're like, oh, I gotta say this before I can go to bed. It wasn't one of that. It wasn't that. It was just like, oh, I'm going to email because I have to email my list. I'm going to go and do a Facebook Live because someone said I have to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to go post in 5 groups because someone said I have to post in 5 groups. So I'm just going to go do it, right? And you do it with no inspiration. You have no clarity. You have no plan in place. You don't even know why you're doing it, other than the fact that somebody told you you should be doing it. When you take action for the sake of just taking action, there's zero energy that backs it up, meaning that it's just being done to be done. Okay? Here is the important takeaway. It is not the fact that you're doing the things that produce the result. Okay? It's the energy when you do those things. You could do sales calls all day long and not close a single sale because your mindset sucks, okay? You could put messages and emails and posts out all day long and not get any engagement or result from that because your messaging sucks, okay? It's not about just doing the things. This is what we need to be taken home. It is not about doing the things. It's the energy behind doing those things that either produce a result or lack thereof. This is why you see people, and I'm one of these people, that can do multiple 5-figure months every single damn month consistently and work 3 or 4 days a week, 20, 25 hours a week. And I'm not doing all the things, okay? And I don't work in my business or take action in my business unless it's from an inspired place, meaning that when I do my intentional work in the morning and I sit down and I shut up and I get very quiet and I listen before I start my workday, I get inspired to do a certain thing. Like I told you at the beginning of this call or this live, is that I last minute was inspired to share this message. So I just threw out a quick email and said, guys, I'm going live like right now. There was no, there was no like advance to this because it came inspired. I did my intentions this morning before I started my workday, and through doing them, I got a download to get on here and do this. I got inspired. And guess what? I came up with 6 things in 5 seconds. Okay? No planning. These are my notes, guys. Look, these are my notes. Like, that's it. It was an inspired plan, okay, that I took. So I'm not doing all the things. I'm working in my business and I'm taking action from a place of being really inspired. And wow, is the sun out right now. And I'm loving it. I'm going to turn this way because we're in Maine. We don't get a whole lot of sun. So I'm very happy to have some. Okay, so when you're taking action from the place of, I'm just going to send this email because I'm supposed to. I'm just going to go ahead and do this social post or this live, or like go post in these groups because like someone told me I had to do that, or that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to tell you right now to stop doing that. You need inspiration. You need creativity. You need a plan. And when you take action, you should be taking it from an inspired place. And here's the thing. You don't have to do all the things, okay, to make money in your business. You don't have to be doing all those things, okay? What you need to be doing is the right things, all right? Not all the things, just the right things, okay? So that is number one, is that you're doing things or all the things for the sake of saying, hey, I did them today. Oh, I went live. I did my job today, right? Oh, I posted in some groups today. I did what I had to do with absolutely zero freaking energy or inspiration behind any of it. That is number one. And that is why if you're off doing all the things and you're checking the boxes and saying, did it, you're going to be broke at the end of the day. Okay? Because I have like 3 things I do every day that are very money-making activities. And I check those 3 things and I do them when I'm inspired only. And then I'm done for the day, right? So I'm not over here with a big long to-do list checking the boxes just for the sake of checking them off and saying that I did the things, okay? You don't need to do all the damn things. You just need to do the right things really well, okay? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. And if you're a replayer, give me #replay. Let me know if this makes sense, okay? And if you want to share, do you feel like you are one of those people who are doing all the things just for the sake of doing all the things? And here's the thing. You might be doing all the things also out of fear of like, if I don't do all these things, I won't make money. Like I have to do all these things in order for me to, hopefully one of them will pay off. Like hopefully if I just do all the things, right? Like something's eventually going to work and I'll get a result. Okay, if you want to share that. Okay, number 2, you're not doing the right things. So this is just what I just touched on, right? There's a difference in doing the things and doing the right things really, really well. If you're trying to do a lot of things, you're probably doing them half-assed, right? You're probably doing all the things really shitty. But how about doing just a few of the right things really, really well? Okay, there's a big, big difference there. There is a big difference in doing all the things half-assed, okay, with like no inspiration whatsoever because you don't even want to do all the things, and then doing just a few of the right things really, really well that feel really, really good, okay? So this is another area where I need you guys to do a little mental check-in, okay? You need to be looking at what it is you are putting your time and energy on every day. What are you focusing on? What things are you doing? Marie said, yes, I only work when I'm inspired, but I also put pressure on myself with the old chatter, work harder. Yeah. So I use the analogy, work smarter, not harder. Okay. Because here's the thing. Your income is not dictated. Okay. And your success is not, wow, that might be too much sun, guys. Your income and your success, okay, is not dictated by how many hours you work or by how much you get done every day, okay, or how much you check off that to-do list. Those things do not dictate your success, okay? So this is the thing. We're not in the business of trading time for money. That's not what we're doing here. We are trading services for money. Okay, we are helping people. We are making impacts. We are changing freaking lives. We are giving people transformation in exchange for that money. It has nothing to do. I can work with my clients for 20 minutes and they can get the biggest transformation they've been trying to get for years. And I can charge thousands of dollars for my time with them. Okay, it's not about how much time I'm giving them. They're not paying for that time. They're paying for the transformation at the end. That's what they're paying for. So for those coming from like 9 to 5 in corporate where you feel like, oh, I got to punch the clock, right? And like, that's what I'm paid for. It's so funny. I was just having this conversation with my husband last night because he is in, 9 to 5 and we're hopefully going to be retiring him this year. But anyway, he is in the 9 to 5 and he's burnt out. He's exhausted, right? He's tired and he wants more out of life. And seeing me do what I do every day really, really inspires him. And we were just talking last night about how, people really believe that your value is made up of how freaking hard you work and how many hours you put into your day. Well, if that was the case, then I have zero value because I don't work very much. I do not work. I just work on the right things and I do those very, very well, right? So it is one of those things that you have to start to transition. And I will say this, It was very challenging for me in the beginning to take a break, hi Valerie, in the middle of my day. It was very, very challenging for me to say, guess what? I'm going to take a break and I'm going to go outside, or I'm going to go for a ride and listen to some music, or I'm going to stop and go take a bath, or I'm going to stop in the middle of my workday and I'm going to go watch a funny Netflix movie. I will tell you, it was very hard for me in the beginning to give myself permission to take those much needed breaks, because I believed that it meant when I stopped working, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I wasn't working hard. Now I'm not going to get results because I'm going to take a break and like feed myself for 5 minutes, right? I was so conditioned to believe that the only way I'm going to make money be valuable is if I get up in the morning, I punch a clock, and I work my ass off all day long, right? Until the very end of the day. And when I punch out at the end of the day, and I've checked off all the boxes of the billion things that I hustled around half-assed and did today, that means I worked hard. That is one of the most sabotaging things that we can be doing. And it's not true, which is why you can look around and see that the most successful people take the most time off. The most successful, profitable people in this industry do not work very much. They're very, very good at the very few things that they do, and then they delegate or delete the rest, right? They take a ton of time off, right? And it might not look like it from your perspective, because you might feel like, wow, they're showing up all the time and they're visible and you got all these emails going out. But I can guarantee you we have that shit delegated, okay? Or automated. Very rarely are we sitting at our desks for more than a couple of hours at a time doing anything, okay? If I'm being quite honest. So that's what I want to say about that. So number 2, we're talking about doing the right things really well versus half-assing all the things. Here's the thing. Remember that the money is not in the doing of the things, right? The money's in the energy behind what you're doing. If you're doing things that don't feel good to you, that are not aligned, that are not money producing, that are not bringing you forward closer to your goal, what's the effing point of doing them? What is the point? Just to say that you did it, or to fill some void inside yourself that says, I did it because I worked more hours today, I did more stuff, so now I feel like I'm worthy of being paid? Why do things that don't feel good, that are not aligned with you, and are not moving you closer to your goal? Why even focus on those things, right? There's certain things in a business that make money. And then there's certain things that are just unnecessary. They're either advanced, or they're optional, or it's just a choice, but they don't technically produce income, okay? Such as, let's build a website. What? Build a website before you have paying clients? Build a website before you know your message? Build a website before you even have your first paying client? Build a website before you have clarity? Why? You don't even have a business yet. A website is supposed to represent a brand. It's supposed to be a place, like a stopping ground for your potential clients to kind of get a little glimpse of who you are and then come check you out somewhere else, right? It's like your business card. You're not making money from your website if you have no freaking traffic to send to your website. And if they get there and they don't know who you are because you don't have your message clear, and you don't have a brand, and you don't even have a paying client yet. Why would you be building a freaking website? Take that money and put it on a coach to help you build your business and get your business off the ground, right? Sales pages, same freaking thing. Who are you driving to a sales page? And what is on the sales page? If you don't have any money and you don't have any paying clients, or if this is an area you struggle, what the hell are you selling on a sales page? Get on a sales conversation. You're going to close higher end clients way faster on a sales call than you ever will a sales page, okay? These are advanced strategies. These are optional. I did not have a website or a sales page for the first 5 years in my business, and guess what? I got on sales calls and I closed every single call. I was making $10,000 a month every single month, like clockwork. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a sales page. I didn't have any technology. I simply invited people to a sales call. I got on the phone and we talked. Here's the thing. Simple, guys. I could cut your work week in half right now and you'd still see more money come in. It's not about doing all the things. You guys got to do the right things and do them really well. So here's a couple of the right things. Go do them and get rid of your to-do list. One of the first things I have my clients do is shred your to-do list. That thing is going to keep you stuck, restricted, and feeling like you're in a corporate 9-to-5 shitty cubicle, time-sucking job. Get rid of the to-do list. You don't need it, okay? I want you to be thinking about 3 things. Well, yeah, 3 things. How can I be visible today? So how can you be visible to your community, to your potential clients today? Could you do a Facebook Live? Could you email your list? Could you do a Facebook challenge? Could you do a live webinar? Could you go show up and answer some really great questions in a few Facebook groups of ideal clients? Here's a hint. Everything I just listed off is a money-making activity. If you're not doing those things right there, then you're not doing money-making activities. Notice I did not say create, build, set up, none of that. Okay? So how can you be visible today? What's one thing you can do? Here's my thing. I'm live right now. And I also email my list today. And my team will go post in a few groups today. That's how I'm going to be visible. Okay? Plus I'm going to serve my clients. That's how I'm going to be visible today. The second thing, how can you give value? It's one thing to show up, but if you're not giving helpful information or tips or strategies, if you're not helping people and you're not creating an impact, a transformation, then guess what? The doing of the thing is worthless. There's no point in giving value if nobody thinks it's valuable. Okay? Posting dumb things on the internet like, oh, hey, what's your favorite color? Who gives a shit? Honestly, at the end of the day, who cares? The only thing that post is doing is everybody's going to want to put their favorite color just because you asked a question. They're all going to want to put their opinion in there and answer the question for the sake of it. It's not getting you a client, and it wasn't helpful to anybody. Okay? I see posts like this all the time. Okay? I check out my potential clients. I check out my clients, and I go look at what they're posting, what they're talking about, and I will tell you, there's a lot of times that I'm like, why? Why? For what? What was that doing? How did that just help you make money or move you toward getting a paying client? And it doesn't. So again, how can you be valuable today? You're going to show up, right? Well, when you show up, how can you make that impactful? How can you help somebody where they have a moment of like an aha, light bulb moment, a breakthrough, maybe even a little transformation? Like, I will tell you now, in the free content I give, people come back to me and they're like, Ann, that one thing that you just shared is something I've been trying to figure out for years. Like in 2 minutes on your live, I just freaking figured it out. How can you be helpful? Are you giving out tips, information, inspiration to your people that's going to help them feel like they're moving forward in their business, that there's hope, that there's possibility, and that you might be able to show them the way? I'm telling you that you've got to get to know your people, and you've got to know what it is they want from you so badly. I can tell you what my clients want in 5 seconds. My clients want consistent clients, okay? My clients want consistent, dreamy clients, soulmate clients, and they want consistent 5-figure, multiple 5-figure months, and they want it with freaking ease on their terms. There you go. That is what my clients want at the end of the day. So everything that I teach and share with my community, every way that I show up and give value, it needs to bring it all back to getting clients and making that 5-figure month, okay? Because that's ultimately what my clients want. I'm not going to get on here and talk about how much I love my French Bulldog, because you guys don't give a shit, even though she's adorable. I'm not going to get on here and talk about what it was like to be on food stamps. You guys don't give a shit, right? You want to know that I got off them, and how the hell did I do that? Okay? You got to be talking about things that are going to be helpful to your potential clients and that are going to position you as an expert. Okay? That is the second thing. Okay? The third thing that you want to look at. So we got number 1, how can I be visible today? Number 2, how can I give value today? And the third thing is, how can I ask for the sale today? So the sale doesn't necessarily mean that you actually have to ask someone to invest in you, but you could be inviting someone to a free challenge. You could be, and by the way, if you look up in the description, my 5-day free challenge is happening the 25th. You guys can see it here on the calendar. I think you can see it, right? starts on the 25th, that whole week. We have a challenge where we're going to spend 5 days together, and it's all about getting booked and blowing up your sales. It's a free 5-day challenge. You don't want to miss it. So the link is above if you have not signed up yet. But here's the thing. We're talking about, inviting people or putting out an invitation. I call it extending an invitation because that's what sales is. It is about extending an invitation to someone and then letting them decide if they want it or not, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be paid. It could be a free challenge. It could be a webinar you're doing. It could be just come join my Facebook group. I'm going live in there, sharing great value every week, okay? It could be hop on my list and sign up for this free freebie that I created for you, right? It doesn't have to, it could be inviting them to a sales call. It could be inviting them to an assessment call. So there's lots of different ways, right, that you could be putting out invitations to your community. And it doesn't have to be paid, but what you want to do is start to train people that you want them to take action, okay? Some sort of action. And you want them to engage when you show up. Meaning, when you send an email, you want people to open and you want them to click, right? Or reply or join your group. You want people to take a certain action. Tell them what you want them to do, okay? I have people all the time, oh, Ann, I send out emails and nobody does anything. And I'm like, well, what do your emails say? 9 out of 10, there's no invitation. It's just information, okay? Or I'll have potential clients come to me and say, Ann, I don't understand. I'm putting out all this content, but I'm not getting sales. And I'm like, well, what are you selling? They're like, well, nothing right now. If you're not putting invitations out for people to get on a sales call with you, how the hell are you going to get sales? You see what I mean? You've got to start putting out invitations. They don't have to be paid, but it should be something really valuable that could lead into working with you. Okay, so that is the third thing. Those are the 3 money-making activities. Show up consistently and be visible. Give value consistently. Give more than you ask, okay? Be really, really generous with your content and give way more than you ask. I promise you, by giving like that and giving your best stuff and being visible and giving that great value consistently, you will have people come to you and want to work with you. Not the other way around where you're chasing people down, begging them to work with you. You will have people coming to you and saying, I love your stuff and I've got to work with you. I get it all the time. Every day somebody emails me or private messages me and says, Ann, seriously, I got to work with you, okay? And I'm not pitching shit, okay? And then that third thing is extending that invitation, okay? If you want people to do something, ask them. Ask them to do what you want them to do. Don't make an assumption, okay, that makes an ass out of you and me. Do not make an assumption that they know what you want them to do because you sent an email, so they should open it and click it. Or you did a Facebook Live, they should say hello. Or you shared a link, they should click it. Tell people what you want them to do. You, as the leader of your space, email, group, whatever, it is your job to manufacture engagement and to tell people what you want them to do. That's your job. That is not their job, okay? All right, so that is the second part. Number 3, you're doing things, but you're not doing them consistently. This is like an epidemic. I cannot tell you how many people come to me and say, Ann, I just spent 2 weeks going live once a week in my Facebook group and nothing's happened. Well, shit, if it was that easy, we'd all be billionaires and we'd have to work 1 day a week for 2 weeks. It doesn't work that way. It's not that easy. It is not enough to do a live once a week for a couple of weeks. It is not enough to send 1 email a week for a month. That is not enough. People need to be touched about 10 to 15 times at least before it registers and clicks. Think about this. Think about a time where you heard something over and over, and around the 4th or 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, it freaking hit you. And you're like, oh my God, duh, right? Like it finally registered. And you know you've heard it many times before, but it didn't click. It's because There's so much information out there from so many different people. There's no way our brains can hold it all and remember it all and take it all in that moment. If you look at any of my content that I put out, it is rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It's the same things I'm saying over and over and over and over again. I'm saying the same things. Go back and look. I'm saying the same things because you need to hear them many times, okay? This is why I don't have to create brand new content constantly. I do create new content, but I don't have to do it very often because the content I deliver is good and you need to hear it many times before it's going to register, right? Why do you think we have email sequences of like 10, 15, 20 emails? Like after a webinar or when we're in the middle of a launch. Why do you think we launch for 2, 3, 4 weeks and not just one day? Because it's not enough time for it to register for people, okay? So you have to be doing things consistently. Here's what I'll say. If you plan to run a business full time, and this be your only thing that you do, and you plan to have multiple 5-figure months consistently with ease for the rest of the life of your business, then you better get ready to show up every day, to give value every day, and to put an invitation out every day for the rest of the life of your business. And that means that you will forever, every single day, do market research, connect, build relationships, show up and go live, show up and give value, share tips, strategies, helpful inspiration. That means you will extend an invitation always. This doesn't stop. You don't like go and do a live for once a week for 3 weeks and say, that's it, now I'm done. I should have had all my sales. No, actually it doesn't work that way. It doesn't even make sense. Okay? If you want sales just for this week or for this month, go ahead and do that. If you want ongoing, consistent incoming clients rolling into your business without gaps, then you cannot have gaps in your marketing, in your visibility, in your showing up and giving value. And then extending an invitation. It doesn't stop. I have people that will come to me and say, Ann, I don't have time. Then don't start a business. It's that simple. Do not start a business if you don't have time to do a Facebook Live every day or at least once a week. If you can't email your list once or twice a week. If you can't go in other groups a couple times a day for a few minutes at a time. If you can't run a business, don't start it. I always tell my clients, if you want really easy, really comfortable, consistent little paycheck every week, go get a smug 9-to-5 job. You should not be running a business, okay? You're going to have to do these things. Now, if you do them consistently, you're going to have a backflow of clients and cash coming in. You're going to get ahead of the game. But you got to get in the game first. And you got to do the hard work now so you don't have to do it later. For the first 3 years, really 5 years of my business, I worked way more hours than I wanted to and that I needed to. I had a lot more different offers and niches and target market and clients and ways I could help them because I had to figure out my thing, okay? I did a lot of different strategies that didn't work. Some did, some didn't. I had a lot of failures, a lot of attempts, good efforts that didn't pay off. And I had to do things. But now, because I did the hard work for 5 years without ever stopping, because I did that, I now have team and automation and systems, and I have leveraged programs, and I have high-end programs, and I work 3-4 days a week, and I work 20-25 hours a week. And now I have more freedom and more time and balance in life and fun and ease and flow and inspiration and creativity. I could go on and on and on. You do the hard work now so you don't have to later. You don't get there first. You're not going to get the ease, the flow, and all of that first. You've got to do the hard work to get the financial foundation in place. This is something I heavily teach in my 6-month group program, Unleashed, because you've got to have the financial foundation in place if you ever want to get to that place of ease and flow and freedom where you have more time in life, okay? So I don't want to hear anybody come to me and say, I don't have time to do these 3 money-making activities every single day. Then you should not be starting a business, because it's never going to get to a point. Even now, I've been in business 16 years. I do multiple 5-figure months each and every single month. I work a very, very cool schedule, all by my brand and design. Okay? I live a pretty full, abundant, very happy life. And I still have to show up every day. I still have to give value, helpful value, every single day. And I still have to extend invitations every single day. So I am building relationships. I am connecting with people. I am getting to know people. I am making sure that I am doing my mindset work. I'm making sure that I'm inspired when I'm working in my business. I'm making sure that I'm doing my money-making activities each and every single day. And underneath those money-making activities is a list of little things you have to do, right? So it's important for you to understand it's not about doing all the things, okay? And it's not about half-assing them. Consistency is the key to your success. Consistency equals cash. I'll say it. Consistency equals clients and cash. Every single time, hands down. Don't ever come to me and say, Ann, I did this for 3 days. I did it for a week. I did it for a month, but this, but that. You're never going to stop doing it. So you don't even need to say it. You're going to do it for the rest of the life of your business every single day that you work. Okay? All right, number 4. Let's see, what was number 4? Okay, so lack, negative, desperate energy. A lot of you guys are taking action from a place of, oh my God, I got to pay the bills. Oh my God, I need a client. Oh my God, I need someone to sign up. Oh, I need more sales. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. It's lack. It's desperate. It's negative energy that is like it's like an ion for everybody. Okay? Everybody. It's bouncing off everybody. Everybody can see it. Everybody can feel it. Everybody gets it. When you're showing up with that energy, I promise you, it's like an ion for everybody. Everyone can tell, whether you think they can or not, that you are desperate, that you're an amateur, that you are begging for sales, you're craving for a client. It is written all over you and your content and your energy and your message. Because when you are taking action from a high vibe place, from a positive, inspired energy, when you are taking action from that place, you show up different. You speak different. Your posture is different. Your energy is different. Everything about you is different. If you were to show up from a 6-figure place, let's say right now you were showing up and you're making 10K months, 20K months, and you're killing it in your business, you are going to talk differently. You're going to show up differently. You're going to talk differently about things. You're going to be completely different, and everyone's going to see it. But when you're showing up with, oh shit, I need a client. Oh my God, I got to pay the bill. Oh my God, someone's got to buy. Oh my God, I need a sale. It is written all over everything you're doing, and everyone around you can tell. Okay? Remember, I said this at the beginning, and it's worth saying 1,000,000 times over. It is not in the actions that produce your result. Okay? It is in the energy behind your action. Okay? That's what counts. And if your energy sucks, and it's lack, and it's desperate, and you're craving and dying for clients and sales, you're not going to get any. And it's going to show all over everything that you're doing. The thing is that you are asking of people what you're not willing to do yourself. You're asking people to show up empowered, inspired, willing to take the risk, but you're not doing that yourself. You're not investing in yourself. You don't have a friggin' coach. You're winging it. You're flying by the seat of your pants. You're hoping and wishing. You're banging your head off the wall every day, hoping that something eventually gets you a sale. You are asking people to do all the things that you're not willing to do yourself. And you're asking people to show up and make an investment, take a risk, when you're not willing to do that yourself. It does not work. Okay? It does not work. You can't have both of those things. You cannot be focusing on the fact that you don't have any clients and then be open to getting clients. That's two different energies. You got to choose one. Either you continue to operate from a place of lack and desperate energy and, oh my God, I need, and it's all about you. Or you shift your energy and you focus up with the fact of like, I just want to help people. I want to make a difference in this world. I want to have an impact. I want to change lives. And you show up with that energy and stop thinking about sales and clients and all of that shit. Put yourself into a different state of being and a different energy, and you will create clients. And then from that place, that momentum will continue because you'll boost your confidence and you'll continue to build off that. Or you can keep doing what you're doing and continue to get the same results you're getting. But until you change something, nothing's going to change. If you are not showing up as the person you want your clients to be, then you will not get those clients. If you have a lack mentality, you will attract clients with a lack mentality. Meaning, they're not engaging, they're not buying, they're not clicking, they're not working with you, or they're getting on a call and they're giving you money objections. It is a clear reflection of yourself. If you're not making investments in a coach or a mentor or your personal development, but you're asking your clients to do that with you, it isn't going to happen. If you are asking people to invest $2,000, $5,000, $500 in your program or your services, but you're not investing at least that much in a coach or somebody else's services, it's not going to happen. This is not how this works. The sooner you guys take this home, the sooner you take it home, I promise you're going to see a shift, okay? But when you can't be good at managing your finances, then you will attract exactly the same person as you. Meaning, if you are investing and you're complaining that you can't afford it and it's late and you need to change payments and this and that, and oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this, and oh my God, I don't have money to pay for that, and oh my God, this, and oh my God, that. When you're irresponsible and you don't know how to manage your finances, you're going to attract clients the same way. Oh, I want to invest in you, but I just can't afford it, or I only have this much and I don't want to let it go because what if I don't get it back, and da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a mirror of you. And that is a great indication, and it's a really good time to stop and check in and find out, where am I being this person in order for me to attract that person? Because I'll tell you this right now, when you're high vibe, you don't attract lack clients. You attract high vibe clients that are attracted to your energy and they want the same thing that you got, right? Your clients are a reflection of you. You are not going to attract high-level clients with a $97 offer. You are not going to attract high-level clients when your mentality sucks, right? When all you do is focus on the thing that you don't have, okay? You're not going to attract a high-level client when you won't make a high-level investment in yourself. Does this make sense? If you're vibrating at a super high, positive, inspired, confident level, you attract those same types of people. How do you think there's people out there charging 3, 4, 5 times what you charge for the exact same thing and they're getting it? How do you think that is? How do you think that there's people out there doing exactly what you do that have clients that show up, do the work, commit, take full responsibility, pay in full and on time, and you can't get that? How do you think that is? The simple difference is they're coming from a place of high vibe, positive energy, and you're not. That's the difference. If I showed up on here and was like, oh my God, I need a client, oh my God, I need a sale, that's all I would get is really lack mentality clients, which you'll get some anyway. But the point is, you're trying to attract somebody that you are not willing to be yourself, okay? And you're not going to get the result that you want. All right. I'll get off my soapbox on that one. Number 5, your messaging sucks. Plain and simple. Here's the thing. I see this time and time again. Let me grab my drink, guys. Hold on. All right. I see this time and time again, okay? Oh, sorry. I think I pressed something or whatever. All right. I will see people time and time again say, oh, Anne, I already know my message. I know my ideal clients. I already know what they want. I already know what they need. I know my niche. I know all that. But you're fucking broke. Here's the bottom line. If you're not making consistent income, and if you don't have a steady flow of clients, you do not have your messaging and your niche clarity down. I don't care what you say, you don't. I have worked with hundreds of clients. I've put more than 200 people through my 6-month group program Unleashed. More than 200 people to date. And in a month and a half, we are opening it up and we're launching that program again to put another round of people through it. And I will tell you this, almost every single person that's ever come through that program started out saying, oh, I know what my niche is. I know my target market. I know exactly what to offer my clients. I know exactly what they need. I know what they want. I know their language. But they're not making any money and their offers are not selling. I will tell you right now, 9 out of 10, your messaging sucks. Meaning that you haven't done the market research work. You've avoided it, you procrastinated, or you did it a little bit but half-assed it. Or you're like some of my clients where they say, oh, I've done market research and it doesn't work. Really? Because it works for Tony Robbins, it works for me, it works for Oprah, it works for all of the businesses you see locally around you that are successful. It works for Marie Forleo, it works for Danielle Laporte, it works for Gabrielle Bernstein, it works for all these successful leaders in our industry that you admire and follow. But it doesn't work for you? Bullshit. It doesn't work because you're not doing it right. You're not doing it consistently. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now that if you are putting offers out there and you are putting content and you are showing up and you're doing that consistently and not seeing results, you don't have your messaging down and you need to go back and do market research. Period. I have we do like 2 or 3 modules in my group program Unleashed. We have like 2 or 3 different modules. It's all around content creation, market research, target market, because it's a freaking epidemic. We think in our heads that we have all the answers and that we can read our clients' minds without actually ever speaking with them and getting to know them. We actually believe we could create all this money and success and never build a single relationship. Like as if our clients are just numbers and not human beings. Get it together, ladies. Get it together. This does not work. You have to do the work. Do the hard work now so you don't have to later. I do market research to this day. Go look in my Facebook group. Go look at all the questions I'm posting and all the market research I'm doing and engagement that's going on between me and my community. Go look at how consistent I am and how visible I am and how much great stuff I give and the questions I'm asking. I have been in business 16 years and I do market research to this day. Anyone that works with me, I survey them. I get on the phone, I ask them questions. What do you like about the program? What do you wish there was more of, less of? What do you feel is missing? What do you think you need to do ABC? I'm constantly doing market research with my free community and my paid clients. Okay, my paying clients. Always, every single day. In other groups, in my own group, I do market research in a bunch of different ways because there's a lot of ways in which I teach all of them in my program. There are so many different ways you can do market research, and I'm doing it every day. It doesn't stop because you make some money or get a few clients. You never stop. If I'm going to put out a program, whether it's free or paid, I go ask my community, hey guys, what do you want to learn most about this topic? And then I go back and I create some sexy titles and bullet points, and I go back to my audience and say, hey guys, what do you think about this title and what do you think about these bullet points? If I'm going to do a Facebook challenge, hey guys, what do you think about the title of this Facebook challenge? Awesome. What do you think about these 4 or 5 things I'm going to cover? What do you think about the titles? Hey guys, can you check out my sales page? I would love to know what you think about my sales page from a buyer standpoint. Tell me if you have any feedback or thoughts. Hey guys, I'm doing a live webinar. What do you think of this topic? Or hey, I'm going to do some free trainings. What do you guys want to learn most? I am constantly going to my community and I'm getting information from them. This is why everything I put out sells, whether it's free or paid, it all sells. The reason is I'm not special. I don't have some magical thing over here. I come from food stamps, guys. I don't have some magical thing here. The reason it works this way is, number one, I keep things really simple. I focus on money-making activities only, and I'm very generous with my content. I give, ask, okay? But the thing is I ask my community, what do you guys want? And then I use their language, copy, paste, and I go create exactly what they just said they wanted. I never say, oh, I'm going create something and I know they're going to love it. I don't know that. And in fact, I've done that. And there's been many times actually where I've created something that I thought my community would eat up like hotcakes, and nobody liked it. I have created group programs where I've put them out and poured my heart and soul into creating the modules and the trainings and the sales page and promoted it for weeks and got like one friggin' sale because nobody resonated with it. Because I never asked them. I never asked what they thought about it. Okay? So if you're not seeing the results you want, I guarantee you're not doing your market research the right way or doing it consistently, and your messaging sucks. Okay, final thing. You're pitching too soon. Here's the thing. Number one, if you're pitching and putting offers out there, but you're not investing in yourself, stop it. Stop it. It's not going to work. Nobody's going to invest in you when you won't even invest in yourself. Okay? And there's a lot of reasons this could happen, that your offers are not selling. It could be that you're not really behind your offer, you're not behind your price point, something's off or out of alignment. Could be a whole mix of those things. Okay? But here's the thing. If you're pitching too soon, you're going to ruin relationships, and you're going to ruin the chance of you getting a paying client. Here's the thing. Everyone wants to be sold, but nobody wants to be sold to. Meaning, we all want a solution to that fire, that burning fire, that challenge we have that keeps us up at night. Okay? We all want a solution to that, but no freaking buddy wants to be sold to. You don't need to be a sexy, clever marketer. You don't need to be a sales genius. You don't need to be friggin' fabulous at all this stuff. Here's the thing. If you're putting offers out and you're not consistent and you're not doing those 3 things, showing up, being visible, giving value, putting out an invitation, you have no business asking people to buy shit from you. They don't know who you are. They don't know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. And you're not consistent. Here's the thing. People do not buy from people because they have good marketing or because they show up every day. They buy because you bring a certain energy to the table that people are friggin' attracted to, and it makes them feel a certain way, which creates an energy. And that energy is what gets them to buy in. And if you're not showing up with that every day consistently, then people forget who you are, or they're not sure who you are, or they're not quite sure how you can help them, and they're confused, and a confused mind will not buy. It's just, you guys got to get this. It's got to click up here. You can't go around and say, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Hey, I got this free thing. It's really cheap. Buy it, buy it, buy it. It's not going to work. If you don't see that now, you will very soon. It's not going to happen. You need to be doing more and giving more than you're asking. And if you do it right, you'll have people coming to you saying, please hire me. Please take my money. Please let me work with you. I have to do this. Instead of you saying, please work with me. Please buy my program. Please invest in me. Please let me be your coach. The energy is bipolar opposite. Okay? One of them is going to repel clients and push them far away. And one is going to have them getting in line, dying and begging and craving to work with you, and practically trying to convince you to take their money and hire them. Okay? As a client. You choose which one you want to do. It's up to you. And it doesn't matter to me what you do, but I'm just telling you that one way or the other, you're either going to repel clients and push them away, or you're going to be calling them in faster than you can even take them on. All right? And you can chase them or they can chase you. It's up to you which way you want to go. But you got to get your shit together, and you've got to do the steps I just outlined here. Do them in a way that feel good for you. There's no right or wrong. But these are the money-making things, and these are the things that you are missing. These are the gaps, or these are the bridges or the gaps you need to bridge. These are the reasons that you are not seeing the results. And I promise you, if you sit and shut your brain down and you get really quiet for just a few minutes, one or more of these things we talked about today are going to be a major, major aha moment for you, and you're going to be like, damn it, that's what it is. And that is a good thing, because now all you got to do is identify what needs to happen next to bridge that gap so that this stops, and so that I start doing things the right way so that I can see results coming in, right? And until you do that, until you make that change, nothing's going to change, right? any questions, if you guys are on the replay, give me hashtag replay and go ahead and ask your questions. Now, if you look in the link above, or in the description above, I have a link for you. And it is to a free 5-day challenge where we are going to be talking about getting you fully booked and blowing up your sales. And I'm going to be diving in. This challenge is more about strategy than it is like information. This is more about 5 days of strategies that you can go off and do to get yourself paying clients. Okay? And here's the disclaimer. It is not everything you need. This isn't going to be the end-all, be-all challenge where now you get all the results in the world and you don't have to do anything. But it's going to be enough that if you do it, it's going to be enough for you to go off and start getting some traction in a couple of clients so that you can make an investment in yourself to take your business to the next level. Valerie said, I love the 2 books that you recommend and I bought the audio versions. Yes. So inside my group program, Unleash, my group coaching program, it's a 6-month program. We do it live every year. We recommend some really good reads in there that are going to help you up-level your mindset, boost your confidence, and start seeing results in your business because you take action from a place of inspirement and being inspired and being in alignment for you. So it's very, very cool. Awesome, Valerie. Glad that those books are helpful. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know below, okay? If anyone needs to hear this message, invite them to the group. If they're a good fit, we'll let them in. My team will let them in. Invite them over so they can check this out if you feel like it's something they should hear. Like you know, I go live every week in here, so I will be back next week with some valuable content, video just like this to see you. So make sure your notifications are turned on for this group or for my page. That way you get notified when I go live and you don't miss these. We do try to send out a replay. We do try to tag everybody just so everyone is aware. But again, we want you on live so we can support you, do some laser coaching. Definitely make sure that you turn the notifications on. We'll see you guys here next week. And of course, we'll be pumping out some very, very helpful information in the group throughout the day, just like every day. And hope to see you guys over there. All right, guys, we'll talk soon.